Welcome to
Melanin and Cocktails.
We're Like a Good Cocktail. The opinions may be strong, sweet, or salty.
So stay tuned.
Hello and welcome to Melanin and Cocktails.
Hi.
Hi.
Hey. One day we are all going to say hello to you at the same time.
Is that what the waving was for? Was that our signal we missed?
Oh, yeah.
Cheerleading. We're on.
Don't edit that out.
Real quick.
You want to start over or leave it?
No, this is happening.
Okay.
Real quick, for those who are listening, and even if you're watching, go to Apple Podcast and please follow us and give us 5 stars, please, because I know in your heart you believe that there were 5 stars. And also comment. That is very important for us to be out there and seen and appreciated by the world, because you hear us and you like us, and other people need to hear us and like us too. Okay, so welcome. I made the ladies do a challenge. 3 of us had vodka in the house, so the other 2 had to go buy vodka. And so the challenge was to make a vodka cocktail. And so that's what they're going to be telling you what they're drinking. They're going to talk about their recipe, and obviously there's going to be vodka in it. Tamara, you start.
All right. Well, with my vodka, I made a cocktail called the Huntsman. And it consists of vodka, rum, lime juice, simple syrup, and a cute little lime wheel. Can you see that? Yeah, you like that? And it's delicious.
Is it sweet?
It's not overly sweet, like a super sweet drink, because it still has a bit of a kick to it. And I'm thinking that's probably being that the rum and the vodka is they're in there wrestling. So it's 1.5 ounces of vodka and then 1/2 ounce of rum. So it's vodka driven.
Yeah.
Then the lime juice and simple syrup to, sweeten it a little bit. But yeah, it's really good actually. So I'm going to try to take it slow because it's strong. SKRLNG.
So, Miss Irena, yours is beautiful. Please show us and talk to us about your drink. What are you drinking tonight? Ooh, for those listening, it's purple and there's green happening. There's another lime wedge. Ooh.
And it complements her lovely lipstick too.
Thank you. It's lemon. It's a lemon. Why is the lighting doing this? It's a lemon, but it shows up like a lime on here. Anyway, so I found a recipe for a blueberry lemonade vodka. They're called blueberry vodka, but I don't have blueberry vodka. I just had standard vodka. And I sort of switched it up. So you took the mint, fresh blueberries, and sugar, although I use a sugar substitute that's like a stevia mix. Okay. And then you muddle it together. You add the vodka and then shake it up and then pour it in a glass. Then you're supposed to top it with lemonade, like 2-to-1 lemonade to vodka. Mm-hmm. I don't really have lemonade, and plus I wanted it to have a little bit more punch, and so I added, instead of the lemonade, I forget the brand, Jarritos, I think it is, lime soda.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, and so I added that instead of the lemonade, and then I added a little more mint and fresh blueberries. Oh, and I also muddled it with strawberries. That's how I changed it. I almost forgot. And then I topped it with the lemon wedge that looks like a lime. And mixed it up.
Blueberries in yours too?
Blueberry, yeah, actual blueberries.
So that's what's making the color, that purplish color.
Well, no, because it's the combination of the blueberries and the strawberries, and it tastes really good. This is my first time sipping it. It's actually very good.
Yay!
Charlotte, what are you drinking?
Together?
Say it again.
I was just gonna say, can we just all get together post quarantine and just try each other's drinks? Wouldn't that be fun?
Yes.
Because both the Huntsman and. Does yours have a name, Irena?
Yeah,
it was a blueberry lemonade vodka, but I didn't name my little iteration of it. Blueberry, strawberry, lime, soda vodka. I don't know.
It's a fruity cocktail.
Right.
Charlotte, what are you drinking tonight?
I am drinking something very classic. It's called a Vodka Tonic. And a simple recipe for Vodka Tonic is 2 ounces of vodka, 1/4 ounce of fresh lime juice, 4 to 6 ounces of tonic water, or just, tonic water, And then garnish with a lime or a lemon wheel.
Okay, nice.
Oh wow.
Nice.
And now have you had it before?
I'm sorry, what?
Have you made it before?
No, I have not. I like my drinks super sugary and sweet.
Too.
Give me a margarita any day of the week. That's my go-to. So, the cocktails, I do like them, but I'm not, used to really making them.
Okay. Miss Amanda, do you want to tell us what you made for the challenge?
Okay, so mine is like really thrown together. I did not measure anything.
Sounds like the way you usually make drinks.
Absolutely. So I got the Tito's vodka from BevMo, which is an amazing spirit store out here in California. I also put in, if anybody can tell me the name, I don't know how to pronounce it good. What is this blue stuff? Blue carousel or what is it?
It's not showing.
Smell it.
Oh, wait.
Cavallana?
Cavallana.
Curacao.
No,
Yeah,
there's no B in it.
Curacao.
Carousel. Okay.
No,
I
the
put
top name, I guess the brand.
Cavallana.
Oh, Kevlana. Okay, yeah. So I put that in there that I got from BevMo also. And then I went to Trader Joe's.
Love Trader Joe's.
Love. And I got the blueberry juice concentrate. And then also another drink from Trader Joe's, the sparkling French lemonade.
Ooh, that is good.
It is so good. So I mixed that with the vodka. And then I got fresh blueberries, kind of muddled them. So me and Lorraine, I guess, were on the same page. And put the blueberries in there, mixed it in with crushed ice, and also did a lemon. So 3 of us have lemon wheels.
Yes.
And it's amazing. I didn't look it up. I just said, oh, I like blueberry and lemon. And vodka.
Good.
So let's mix it all together.
So it's called the Amananda.
Oh, that's a good name for it. I did Blueberry Secrets because I go by Secrets also. So I named it Blueberry Secrets, but Amananda is good.
That's cool.
Amananda Secrets.
So I put mine on a tray. Let's see if I, don't make a horrible mess. I wanted to make a salted caramel white Russian. So I used salted caramel, Smirnoff vodka. I bought caramel. It's organic from Sprouts. I put some Baileys, and even though I think Baileys has dairy in it, I'm still trying to emotionally, distance myself from it. So I'm using their oat creamer, the creamy vanilla, and I did 1 ounce of each thing, or 1 ounce of each ingredient, and then I made my glass pretty. You can't see it good. It's not really pretty, but I scribbled it with
You can
caramel.
see it, the caramel scribble in it.
Yeah.
And then I salted caramel the rim as well.
Oh,
So what did you do? You just squirted some caramel and sugar and then
Well,
did one
no,
of those things?
caramel, and then swish the rim all around on it, and then a second plate to dip the caramel rim into the salt.
Sure.
No,
Okay.
salt.
Oh, it's salt, not sugar.
Caramel white Russian.
Okay.
wait, it's
How
salt,
does
not
salt
sugar?
and the caramel taste
Yeah,
together?
that's what I was just gonna say.
Say it one more time.
It's interesting that you have salt and
Right.
caramel rim as opposed to a sugar caramel rim.
That's how
Seems
it's
like they kind of
salted caramel.
So you did the sweet and salty together for salted caramel.
There is Starbucks used to have a salted caramel.
They did.
Yeah.
They did.
Hot drink, and it was actually really tasty. So, and I'm
with
sorry.
alcohol. I'm kidding.
Yeah, you can make it.
That's
Make it
Starbucks after
Irish.
dark.
And Christine, I'm sorry. Tell me the name one more time for your drink.
It's a salted caramel white Russian.
Salted caramel. You just said it. Salted caramel white Russian. Said it like 5 times. Okay. Cool.
So you didn't make up your own name. That's just the
No,
name of the drink.
That's
Oh,
the
okay.
legal. Sorry, my Vanna White is taking the ingredients now. Some things need to be refrigerated.
Nice.
But yeah, no,
That
I didn't
sounds
make my
good.
own name. I had seen it because you promoted BevMo. I'll say Total Wine emailed me a couple of months ago, and that was the drink of the month or
Okay.
week.
Yeah.
But I did not scamper out at that time to go get it. I did it. I looked it up again today. So I thought that it was going to fill up more of my glass, but it didn't.
Yeah,
So
I was like, your
needed
glass
to
looks pretty empty.
Oh,
All
I
of our
thought you had
glasses are
already
full.
drank half of it.
Yeah, ask
No,
for Vanna
I
White
did.
to refresh it for you. So
I did like 1 ounce of each. And so I think to have filled this up, I should have done like
That's
2
where you went wrong.
or
Yeah.
put it in or put it in a martini glass. I watched a couple of YouTubes, and so somebody did put it in a martini glass, and that was pretty. That was a prettier presentation. But then a lot of people were using this one. And I was like, I have this one for sure.
Nice.
Why is it called White Russians? Isn't that kind of an oxymoron?
I didn't do any
it's
research.
Russian because Russians drink vodka, and it's white because of the cream.
I mean, yeah, that's what I assumed,
I'll
but
go with that.
shut up. But real fast. But remember, what was that? Remember the Ray J show? And he had all the girls living in his house, and he had the beautiful black woman who was Russian, and she was calling up Chicago Larry on his phone line in the mansion.
No.
Shout out to everybody who remembers For the Love of Ray J.
Oh, wait, I do remember that. For the Love of Ray J. Okay, yeah.
Anyway, I'm sorry. Please proceed.
I don't remember the Russian lady, though.
Yeah, and he was like, I was looking through my phone bill, and I see these calls to Chicago. And I'm like, Chicago Larry. And then meanwhile, she's like, yes, Chicago Larry. Yes. But no, I love you, Ray. I love you. No, what?
Mm.
So for our listeners, like I was telling, what's your name? Christina, earlier, the name of the website that I went to make my drink is called cocktailbuilder.com. And there you can just enter whatever alcohol and whatever ingredients. You can just click, I have it, like, rum, orange juice, yada, yada, yada. And then it will then give you cocktails that you can make from the ingredients that you have.
Oh.
Which I think is awesome. I wish I would have known about this website before, because I would have been, experimenting long ago.
Right.
So yeah, cocktailbuilder.com.
Going through my stuff, I noticed like I think I want like a real alcohol house.
House?
Like a bar?
Or
Like a
Like
gingerbread
the
house
bar
with
that I had
alcohol?
on Facebook. The bar that I sent on Facebook.
Oh, yeah, no, I want-
that one? That's
when we get a
amazing.
second, when we relocate, like I'm building a she shed that's technically a she bar.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
I
that
love
was amazing.
But no, I mean, I guess a Chester drawer, but for
Yeah.
liquor.
Like a bar cabinet.
Bar
Yes.
cabinet. That's what I want.
There you
I have
go.
a
Stock up
friend
your
who-
bar cabinet.
I have a friend who did that with a TV.
What? Oh,
Yeah,
like
they-
one of the butt ones?
You
Hi.
hollow out the TV.
Oh,
and
hello.
Make it into a bar.
Hi.
Hi, Patrick.
Hi, how y'all doing?
Good. How are you?
Good.
And I have to go get my bottle of vodka. This is not strong enough. Sorry. So
Oh my
I'm going to
gosh.
get up for 1 second.
Patrick, thank you for joining us tonight.
Thank you.
The names that are on our actual screens are the names that we do go by. So, hello.
Mhm.
Everyone say hello to Patrick.
Hi, Patrick.
Hey, everybody. Good morning.
What are you drinking tonight, Patrick?
Hennessy and strawberry lemonade.
Oh.
That explains good morning as opposed to good night.
Yeah,
Good evening.
exactly.
So now, what kind of strawberry lemonade? Because I have Hennessy in the house right now, so I'm like, let me know what to help me get it down.
So I'm a big avid fan for Minute Maid juice. Period. So I keep that in the house all the time.
You
So-
prefer their orange juice over Costco?
So
Because that Costco orange juice is business.
Let me tell you something. What I've noticed is, you know how you go to a fast food restaurant and you get orange juice,
Yes.
and the
Yeah.
taste is off a little bit
You got to shake
than
it.
the regular. I shake it all the time, and it still tastes nasty to me. Look, give me the regular grocery store orange juice, not the little bitty one, but the big one. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
The taste is always authentic. Like anything outside is just it's not good. Not
Okay.
good at all. Not good at all. But yeah, so strawberry lemonade, the mango, peach, and it's one more that I usually get. It's one other flavor. Oh, strawberry kiwi. So
yeah.
I use that to mix my liqueurs, But
So you have
but-
all those mixed in with your Hennessy?
no. Those are the different flavors that I use.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But another one, I have the Bacardi Gold rum, and I put that with the strawberry lemonade. Amazing.
Okay.
Mm.
Rum and
amazing.
strawberry lemonade.
Exactly.
Yeah.
On the grocery list.
Right.
Or, our post-COVID cocktail hour.
Yeah.
So we have two relationship questions tonight, Patrick / everyone else who's listening. And so the first one is codes to your phone, your email address, bank accounts. What the usual secret name is for any, when questioning what your password is. Do you share that with your significant other? Have you shared it?
No.
You know what? I have shared it in the past, and I've gotten to the point to where I want to be in a relationship where it's all cards up, face up. There's no trust issues or anything like that.
Right.
And I've had those type of situations, and you mess up sometimes. It is.
Not Patrick though. It was
Yeah,
her.
I mean,
Wait, what do you mean you mess up sometimes? What's
you
that
sabotage
about?
your relationship. It's not so much cheating or anything like that. You have your own insecurities that you have to deal with, and sometimes those insecurities cloud your judgment. And it puts you in a bad place. And I've been there, and it's just like I've sabotaged relationships because of me. But when it comes to emails, passwords, and stuff like that, I've had an incident years ago when I used to be married. My ex-wife had my password to my email. I didn't think nothing of it because I'm like, we're going to be married. I don't have anything to hide from you or anything like that. And there was a particular email in there that I sent to my sister. And this was a very private email.
Oh.
And
You said you sent it to your sister?
My sister, yeah. And so the reason why she was in my email, she was trying to find a invoice for our wedding pictures. And you know how you just hit the little arrow and it goes to the next email.
Mm-hmm.
And she was doing that, and she came across that email that I sent to my sister. And I'm like, when you say it's addressed to somebody else, automatically you should say, hey, let me go ahead and skip past it because this ain't got nothing to do with me.
Yeah.
But she read it. At that point, my marriage went.
Yeah.
So it comes to a point to where as you get older and you're more secure with yourself and you have nothing to hide, it's not a thing of, hey, the password to my phone is your PIN number or your birthday, or whatever like that. It's not a thing of leaving your phone face up. And if your phone rings, hey, babe, could you answer the phone for me? I'm busy right now. That sort of level of trust needs to be in a relationship. Now, true, it's not necessarily that they have to have it, but if they need access to your phone, just in case of emergency, they have that information. You know what I'm saying, to get in your phone, because it could be a financial situation, it could be a life or death emergency, it could be anything. But I feel like that trust should be there too, that she has the password, but at the same time, she doesn't have to worry about something being in your phone that would hurt or harm the relationship at the end of the day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if somebody asked, if I had a girlfriend right now, she asked me for my phone, I'm like, here, I have nothing to hide. Like, I'm cool with it, But I think a lot of times it exposes your true intentions with that person. You know what I'm saying? So
No, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I was just curious if when you say after she read the email that it went all downhill, is it by what she read or just the fact that she did that? And then for you that...
Both. It was a trust issue because you saw it was clearly, addressed to someone else. Mm-hmm. But then too, the information in that email was...
What was in the email?
Hurtful. It was hurtful, but it wasn't directed towards her. I was 25 when I got married. So...
You were doing what?
I was 25 when I got married. So what you like at 19, what you like at 25 is not going to be.
And just so you know, I do know your ex-wife, and
I know you know.
So make sure don't say nothing too crazy.
No. Ain't gonna be nothing too crazy. But
okay.
But it came down to a point to where I still had my shoulda, woulda, couldas.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You see what I'm saying? At an early age, and I had regrets because there was somebody that I really, really was in love with, but we never dated.
Oh.
We never dated.
Where's she now?
She's in DC right now.
Is she single?
She is, but you know what? I'll put it
Get
to you
on a
this way.
plane.
Ma'am.
No,
Immediately.
Here's the thing. At that age, I'm 30. I'll be 39 in May. Now, where I'm at now, I'm past that. I'm so far removed from it. It is what it is. We still good friends to this day, but it's
You
not
said you're
something-
39?
Huh?
Said you're 39?
Yeah, I'm about to turn 39 in May.
Got it.
So I'm removed from that person. You know what I'm saying? We've grown to be two different people now. And it's not to say you might not like who you are or who that person is now versus who they were back in 03, 04. You know what I'm saying? Because I was head over heels, like head over heels. I remember she called me one time. She was in Birmingham for a training for her job. And she called me. She was like, I'm sick. I was like, what's wrong? She said, I'm throwing up and, just bad. Hopped in my car, went to CVS, got her all the medication she needed, went to her room and ironed her clothes, fixed her lunch, everything for the next day.
Stop.
That's how head over heels I was for her.
Hmm.
This when you were divorced or?
Oh,
This
Before you
is in
got
04.
married.
So I didn't,
This is
no, this is in
before.
04. So this is before I got married. I got married in 07.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, so this is 03, 04 when this happened. But if she called me, I was dropping everything I was doing at that moment.
Then why
You know,
did you date?
Yeah.
I wasn't Mr. Right then for her.
Oh, okay.
You see what I'm
but you're
saying?
open to dating and getting married again, right? D- d- Make me put you on blast.
Marriage is, let me tell you something. I don't know how many
Yeah.
of y'all are married already.
Speak
or
on
whatever,
it.
But marriage is hard. It's
Mm,
work.
it's a lot of work.
Well, three
It's
people are
work.
married. Christina, Tamora, and Charlotte are married. And then, I'm divorced. You know my ex-husband.
Right,
Yeah.
right. But marriage is
The lovely Arena is single.
Huh?
No, I was just saying that the lovely Arena is single, but go ahead.
Yeah. But it's work. It's some hard work. And I think a lot of people are like, oh, I'm ready to get married. You're not ready to, you don't know you're ready to get married until you get married. Until you're with that person 24/7 every day.
It's true. It is like a wake-up call, right? Once you get into it, you're like, well, dang,
Right.
where am
You
I
go
right
from-
now?
Yeah, you go from your four walls, when you come home, your four walls are not saying nothing to you, till you got somebody in your house every day, talking to you. Like, who are you? What are you doing here? Like, it's an adjustment. It's a big adjustment to just life. So I see a lot of people getting married at 19, 20, 21. I'm like, you have not lived your life, period. Wait till you're 30, 33, 34, to where you've gotten yourself into a routine of doing things.
Wait till you're
So
40.
So what now?
I said, wait till you're 40, 50.
I definitely would
Unless you're trying
recommend
to have
like
babies.
mid-30s
Trying
to
to have
late
babies.
30s.
I'm just
Man, yeah.
I'm just playing. Because you can't get too set in your ways, because then
True,
that's the other side of it, of like,
true.
Right.
Because you
Really
have to
wanna-
have,
The younger you are, the more you're like a pot of clay. You're more malleable.
right,
And you can, as you get older, start to
right. You do start to stiffen, but at the same time, it's like when you have that right person, you are malleable. You're put in their hands. Like, it's not that you're giving up your whole individuality. It's just like, I'm willing to move with you in this space right now until death do us part. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I'm sorry. Just real fast, my experience has been like a young couple can marry very young, and the woman can rise to the occasion of like, they're both not ready to get married. They're both too young. But it seems like a woman will kind of be like, okay, well, I'm in it. And a man, just for whatever reason, and maybe that'll go to our next topic, is just if he's not ready, it doesn't happen.
Yeah, it is. I mean, the cold feet are real. They are real. So I think a lot of times men are in a relationship because it's a void they're trying to fill. And it's not a long-term void. Sometimes it's a short-term void that they're trying to fill right now. I don't know, for whatever reason. But they need that companionship. They need that person, that touch, that kiss, you know what I'm saying, just to get them through the day.
Do you feel
You know
like
what
you've
I'm
ever
saying?
had cold feet?
I've only been married once, so it's like, no.
In a relationship, even if you weren't married?
You know what?
What do you know, Amanda?
I'm just,
She don't know nothing.
no, I don't know nothing. I'm just asking.
No, here's the thing. I found within myself that I've had a cycle of dating somebody dating a person based off of one particular thing that I was attracted to about them and not seeing the entire picture. So, oh, she's cute.
Right.
Let me holler and talk to her. You know, we end up in a relationship, and down the line, it's just like, this ain't it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because one, we didn't really actually build a friendship, you know, to start with. You know, there are some relationships that have worked out that way. They met, you know, 6 months later they were married. Cool. But for me, it's one of those things where I have to have a basis, a strong foundation or a basis to say, okay, let me see you from afar for a while. Let me see you in a group setting to see how you treat me, how you treat your friends, how you treat your family. Let me see the whole big picture, you know, before I make a decision, because if I make a decision too quickly, I might get to a point where like, yeah, I didn't make the right decision. You know what I'm saying? With this business. So let's not waste my time. Right. So let's not waste your time. Let's not waste my time. Let me look at you from afar so I can see the entire picture. And even too, who you see before you date is a totally different person after you date.
Than what you wake up to.
Exactly.
And you know, I just had a conversation with a friend of mine, and he was saying the same thing. He was saying, like, especially during COVID now, you cannot really truly get to see who a person is because you can't see them around their friends, their families, group settings. So it makes it even harder. Right. So I definitely now, I think I've learned my lesson in becoming friends with a person and not rushing into things.
Right.
I'm already on the fence about marriage. Some days I want it. Some days I'm like, I'm good. I love my singleness, you know.
Yeah, because one of my boys, you know, Amanda, in Charlotte, he'll call me. He'll be like, "Hey, man, stay single." I'm like, really, dude? Really?
Yes.
Really?
Single.
He was like, he was like, "Don't do it. Reconsider. Just."
He's just calling you just because he wants to talk, basically.
I mean, it is what it is. But he's like, you know, just stay single, man. I'm like, it's hard to do that because of the fact that I want companionship. I want that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's only natural for anybody to have that. But at the same time, it's just like, you know, who those feelings are attached to, that person is a whole nother story.
It's a gamble.
Yeah, it really is. It really is. So it's like, I've been in relationships with some of the sweetest women in the world. I've been in a relationship with somebody who was just like rough. It was rough.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you don't know people's true emotional makeup until you start dating and putting them into situations to where their true colors start coming out. You know what I'm saying? So you have to evaluate that particular situation. Like, can I deal with this for the rest of my life?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because this problem right now may be at 80%, but after we get married, it may be at 300%. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you really have to pay attention to the red flags. You know, what red flags do you see right now that you cannot deal with? What are your hard no's right now?
Don't wear a mask.
Right. You know, so you have to ask yourself those questions. What are my hard no's right now? Because if these hard no's are like concrete, you got to go. You got to fly, you know? So, but it's nowadays, it's like with COVID, quarantine, like you said, it's hard to really get to know a person, you know? So, I mean, at this point in time, COVID is probably going to turn into another form of the flu. So you got to risk it for the biscuit. If you're going to try to be with this person.
Did you say the biscuit?
Risk it for the biscuit. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. You got to go.
That's that Alabama talk.
Yeah, exactly.
With some butter and honey or some gravy?
No, butter and honey. Let's go with the butter and honey.
Butter and honey.
You know, now if I'm really feeling country, I'll go with the sausage gravy. But you know, but I mean, you have to just go ahead and buy that plane ticket. Go. Because I've had friends catch COVID at the doctor's office. It's like right now, look, you can catch COVID wherever you anywhere.
Listen, for real.
You know what I'm saying? In a restaurant, it's like you have to wear your mask to come in, but I got to take it off to eat.
Yes,
It don't
right.
really make
Everybody's
a-
breathing and talking,
Yeah,
and I'm
everybody
just going
breathes
like this
out.
and breathing and talking.
Exactly.
So
it's like-
basically, you're saying within COVID, you're down for going to meet someone. If you kind of hit it off, you want to meet them in person, and you'll meet them.
yeah, just go.
Yeah,
You know,
Absolutely.
I hear
just
you.
go. Just go.
I hear
'Cause,
you.
mean,
Because you got
really
to
need-
follow the same precautions at home, so you can follow those precautions elsewhere.
Exactly. Exactly. So just do it. Just go for it. But yeah, so it's just like, but to the question with the cell phones and everything like that, if you have that trust, because trust is vital, loyalty and trust is vital in any relationship. So if you have that and you know this is the person you want to be with, either change your full number or wipe your phone clean.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So that they have no reason to have a trust issue with you at the end of the day. So just do what you need to do.
And that's what it boils down to is trust. Because I wouldn't mind my partner having my passwords, but what do you need it for? What are you doing? Do you need to make a phone call? Like you said, it could be an emergency. You can use it for show. But if you want to use it to look up conversations I'm having with my girlfriend or my sister,
don't check those.
Don't check those, because that's where the dirt is.
No.
That's where you'll get your feelings hurt.
First of all, that's where the dirt is, and that's what the conversations about you are. So you really don't want to read them right now.
Right.
You really don't. Just
there needs to be boundaries.
Yeah, it does. It does. But I feel like if you're in a good relationship, you don't need a password on your phone.
But I go outside still. Because
True.
Mine is I have what is it called? I have a password on my phone for safety, but my husband has my code and I have his.
Mm-hmm.
I know what password he uses for most things. My main goal at this point is for us to share all the apps in there so that we can really make sure that we're getting all the rewards.
Right.
So but some things like Starbucks, we've already both established and we're too long in the game, so we can't combine that. But anyways, but different apps, I know what password, he has a Chick-fil-A one. I'm just saying all the names today. Anyways, he has Chick-fil-A. And so I'm able to I downloaded the app, but I signed in as him because I know what password he usually uses. And then I know, and he only has 2 emails
But we talking about the juicy apps, Facebook, Instagram.
I would have access to that one. I'm just saying, and that's what I'm saying though, is that regardless, he's a man of routine or whatever. He doesn't have 34 different passwords. I don't either. No one out there, trying to break into my stuff. But nonetheless, it's he knows what I use on this one. That's going to be the same one that would be for Facebook and Instagram like that. But I'm just saying, so I know his. I know not to try. He's in a group text with a bunch of dudes, and I don't try and go there. I mean, I don't think he says anything about me just because of the mix of the crew, but I don't need to hear all that. And I really don't want him to see what I say with these ladies and my other friends.
Yeah.
But, you don't say nothing crazy that I think Ryan would care about. I don't think.
I mean, there's no side dude or there's no.
Exactly.
I never, talked about a dream of Obama or anything, but I'm just saying.
Some people do have crushes on Obama.
When people tell their dreams to their friends,
you didn't have to say anything.
Exactly.
No, I didn't make eye contact. I didn't sprinkle a piece of your name.
Listen.
Charlotte just told on herself, basically. But Obama is a sexy man. I don't know what it is about him.
And I think it was when he did the layup.
The shot. Yeah.
Oh, was that it?
Anyway, I can't talk. Never mind.
So anyways.
I still have a book, even when I was married, this is probably really bad, but I did have a photo album of all my booze and my trips.
Well, my problem, I went with a friend. It wasn't even a romantic partner.
I didn't. Oh, sorry.
No, I think if a woman or a man is secure within themselves, that stuff shouldn't bother them, because that's a chapter in your life that you live.
I was younger then.
So my pictures from my trip to New York and Fleet Week are okay to keep?
Yeah.
What?
But
Did you say-
aren't you
you
like
said
9
Fleet
years
Week?
in the game?
Fleet Week.
Fleet Week in New York, Fleet Week, where all the
Yes, I've heard of it, honey.
Military or all the
I've heard of Freaknik, but I've never heard of Fleet.
No, it's
No, Fleet Week.
I've heard of
Fleet
never
Week
heard
is
of
when all
What is that?
it's basically when all the soldiers come home.
Yes, and I actually when I was
Oh,
I
Oh,
found
that's different. That's different.
I don't want no
it's not
soldier.
bad, but it's like, you know, me like
No, they were the Fleet Week. They're happy to be home and they're happy to see American women. So it was all
Wait,
kind
were
of
you
just
really
kissing and
there?
like,
You really
woo.
have
It's
pictures?
in New York.
yes, I'll
Sure.
send it to you guys. I gotta
Oh my
find them.
goodness.
Charlie's like, I've lived.
I've never heard of it.
Anyway, I this is another subject. Never mind. Let's talk about.
Charlotte, do you and Zach have each other's?
So he has mine, but I don't have his. Because he thinks, just because one time I got on his phone, and I guess I messed up something,
So he put you on punishment.
and he has never forgiven me. He's
Oh.
like, no, it's mine, it's my phone, no, my precious.
Do you know what you touched?
I'm sorry.
Do you know what you touched?
He was downloading something, and I was just like, and it had downloaded for a long time, and I was just like, and
Oh,
and
that's no good.
but we really should move on from that. No, but you know, I think the other day even he was like, oh yeah, my password is something. Because we have a 6-year-old, so if I go on his phone, it's just because I want to see pictures of our son, you know, like, oh, maybe you took something, I just want to see it. But I don't ever like, you know, go through his, text.
Well, no, and that's what we're establishing is that you're not getting it because you want to look for dirt.
Yeah, and you know, I think wasn't it like a Medea movie where like the woman was like telling Medea like, oh, I think my husband's cheating on you, and she's like,
That's every Medea movie.
Yeah,
Right.
Which one?
yeah.
ooh, Medea Halloween. No, it was like one of the early Medea. Remember when we used to watch the Medeas like from the
The
tapes
plays?
The plays. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
and the lady was just like, oh, I think my husband's cheating on me. And then Medea was like, oh no, and the lady said, how do I know? And Medea's like, you think your husband's cheating on you? That's how you know.
That's how you know, right.
I'm like, that's very true. Like, you know, so I think that if you wouldn't, for people, how do I choose my words? If you feel insecurity, then
That's
you're
it.
gonna look through your partner's,
That's
stuff.
it.
So
I mean, I don't
That's
think there's anything wrong with having the codes, whatever. I'm glad I did at one point, you know. I checked my ex-husband's phone all the time. I found dirt. We're divorced. I'm
you
happy.
didn't feel secure.
But I think it's important
like,
to
enough
check
said.
your man's phone.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I
Yeah.
think
Because you can think he's the best guy in the world. I don't care what status he has, what label he has. People will be people, and things happen.
but don't you
Are
feel
all people bad people?
All people are bad.
well, they have the propensity to
It's a
be,
universal code. All people are bad. All
but
people are bad.
it's upon the person to make you feel. It's upon your spouse to make you feel secure, so
Oh,
that you
exactly.
don't even.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
Exactly.
dogs that can make you feel secure while they're doing their thing on the side.
We talked
True.
about this last
True.
week, a whole other family, and you don't meet them
Right.
till the funeral.
Right.
Mhm.
Right.
Not
But
the funeral.
I mean, if Zach had that going on, I'd actually be really impressed.
Ooh.
Like, wow.
But you said you never want to know. So
Yeah,
you
well,
gotta find
I
out.
said I never want to know if I felt good in my relationship.
No, you
Mm.
said don't mess up your happy. You didn't specify.
Yeah.
No, I
Don't
said if
tell
I'm
you.
happy and contented, and like there's no like honestly, like, and I don't even think that that's a possibility of somebody to cheat and for the other person not to feel some type of way that something's not happening. I'm just saying that, like, you know, yes, if I'm having a good dream, don't wake me up.
Okay, Christopher Williams.
Right.
Okay.
She took took it back to Christopher Williams. Whoa.
Raina, what are your thoughts on it about passwords?
Oh,
More
the
of
password
you.
thing?
Do like this. Put your hands up in the air. There you go.
Put your hands
There
up.
you go. Oh no, you gotta hold it. You
That's
gotta
what my
hold
mama
it.
used to say, put your hands up.
There you go. There you go.
Okay, no, that was funny. I was trying to slurp this last little bit when you said that Christopher Williams. I started dying laughing. Literally. I'm okay. I'm alive. Next.
Okay, so it's
Raina?
me. I think, like Patrick said, that you should be comfortable enough to just have each other's passwords and stuff, and it's not a big deal. I personally probably, in terms of like looking for dirt, I'm not that type of person. If I felt like something was going on, I might look for confirmation and evidence just to keep it for reasons.
That's fair.
But other than that, I'm not going to be going through your phone all the time looking for stuff. I don't have the energy for all that. And so, so I think everybody should have it. It shouldn't be like somebody doesn't want to share, because then that's kind of weird if you're married. But yeah, I think everything should just be open. Like, why not? And then, like as people said, like as far as like other things like cell phones, bank accounts, stuff like that, you don't ever know what's going to happen. So if you have no access in any circumstances, it's not even like you're going to be looking in stuff. If y'all have a different kind of setup, it's not even like you have it to look in it all the time. Like, I'm on my parents' accounts, and I really don't look in it unless I really have a reason to do so. And I'm usually active for some reason. But if something happens to them, I'm in the position where I can just take over without having to go through any legal processes.
Right.
Right.
So that's the kind of stuff I'm talking about. But yeah, it shouldn't. And there's nothing, I know, just me personally, I don't have anything to hide. You could look through all my text messages, although I prefer you not go through my ones with my friends. But not because there's anything really to hide.
Go check out the Instagram DMs.
Right. But it's not like
not their business. You don't need to know everything.
Right. And sometimes it's other people's personal information. It's not even about what I
True.
you know, that's their personal information. They share it with me. So they only
Right.
send it for me to see it. So, you know, that's kind of like a breach of trust for me letting anybody, even you, see it, because that's not what they agreed to. But otherwise, otherwise I see no reason why mates shouldn't have access to each other's stuff.
And real quickie, Raina, because I know that the viewers will be asking, what we do with our hair? Because you look really pretty and we love your lipstick. But
the hair is
twist or
crochet.
braids?
They're crochet braids. They're twists, actually. They're technically passion twists. They're pre-loop.
Okay.
It's Toyo Tress Tiana twists or something like that. I think it was suggested to me by the person who did them. And I really wanted to try this other black-owned brand, but I didn't have time to order it and wait for it to come. And this was quick. You know, I could get it at the beauty supplier on Amazon in a day. So that's what I chose.
Well,
You look beautiful.
Thank
Yes,
you.
You look amazing.
Thank you.
And whatever company you just shouted out, they need to go ahead and send you some bundles here, whatever you want to call
So
it.
say it again, clear into the microphone.
Wait, the black company?
Yeah.
Whatever.
Say it again. Say it again into the microphone.
No, the company who did this is not. This is like one of them general, probably.
Wanted to go to the black
But
company.
the one I wanted was called from a company called Boho Locks, and they make pre-looped faux locks. I didn't want locks, but they have these things called Majesty twists, and that's really
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
right.
Well, Boho Locks, go ahead and send Arena some,
Right?
hair.
Yeah.
She can display it on the next podcast.
We'll help her take
Color,
these
please.
out, put yours in. It's gonna be great.
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
Next time I want those, but I just didn't have time. That's why.
Understandable. Tamara, you and Andrew been in the game 20 years before
Mhm.
before phones had passwords.
Right. Exactly.
Rotary phones.
So do
You know what? Yeah. And you know what? I don't have his code, but if I need to get into his phone, because it's like I really have no need to get into his phone. You know what I think? It's like the trust level is there. It's like I don't need to get into it. If I do need to, I'm like, what's your password? He said, babe, I've told you it. But I don't feel the point where I'm like, I need to memorize it because I need to be in there looking for stuff. And it's the same thing with mine. I actually, I don't think I've ever like, okay, here's my passcode. If you need something, I'll show you or give it to you. But it's the same thing that, you know, who was bringing it up? Amanda was, or I wasn't paying attention. I was paying attention, but I don't know who was saying it. But if I have friends that are texting me, you know, stuff, I don't need him having access to their business. You know what I mean? So I have nothing to hide, but my girlfriends sometimes we have a social hard. So I don't need to have them, all up in their business. But not that he's picking up my phone and trying to be nosy, but sometimes the girl talk can get real, and it's nothing that he needs to be privy to. It's nothing in his phone that I need to be privy to, maybe because he has, stuff going on. He's got, anyways. But what I'm saying is, it's like I really have no need or desire to get into his phone. And he has no need or desire to get into mine. But that is a good point you bring up as far as like, if an emergency happens, if he's passed out on the ground, I'm going to have to pry his eyes open and put the phone into his face so that the phone will open up.
Even though they do have an emergency, you can call 911, whether it's locked or not.
Yeah, but but still, even though it's like, why would I need to get into his phone for an emergency unless I need to call somebody, a phone number that he has that I don't? I got his mama number, I got his daddy number, you know what I mean? So it's really no need. I think 20 years in, I was like, you got a girlfriend on the side, then tell I said, what's up? I'm kidding.
No, Wendy Williams said, don't know.
Make sure she helping pay bills.
Exactly. I'm like, whatever. And she got some points we can use, some airline miles, then tell her to give it up. No, I'm kidding. But no, yeah. So I don't. So bottom line, I don't have his code, even though he says he's given it to me, and I just I don't feel the need to remember it. And if he needs to get into my phone, I'm usually right there with him, and I'm just like, here. So that's it.
See, this is why part of the reason I'm happy I'm single, because I ain't got to deal with all this. It's like, sometimes I want somebody for companionship, and then other times I'm like, dang, I love my singleness.
Freedom. Yeah.
My freedom.
Yeah.
It's so difficult. I don't know what to do.
What if you have freedom and you're married? I mean, it's
yeah. It's like I feel free. You can be
Don't
free.
listen to them. They're liars.
You do not have freedom.
They're not your friends.
I've been married, okay? You don't have freedom married.
But it's based off of, here's the thing. If you have your best friend that you're married to, there is a level of freedom that you will never get with anybody else.
Boom.
That sounds beautiful, Patrick.
Right?
Patrick for the win.
It's a whole nother, because
no comment. Never mind. I'm over.
Because when you with your best friend, it's like y'all are gonna do everything together. So it's like, what do I need outside people for? Except we're gonna hang out or whatever like that. It's cool.
You want to be with your mate 24/7?
No, I don't.
Thank you. I'm like, that's not free.
No, I don't. But at the same time, you feel a level of fitness with your mate that. Put your hands up in the air. Do it again.
Okay.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, you're
Come
not
on.
on
No,
mute.
I'm sorry.
With your coughs and gags.
No. What happened was I did the reaction, like the woohoo reaction to his comment. But then when I tried to put it down, I put it the other hand up. So my bad. I'm sorry. Let me just get rid of everything.
But it was you choking on the thing that was the problem.
Yeah.
No, I am still choking. I've got a mute on my mic, so if I do like this, you can't hear me. So that's what I've been pushing.
It didn't work. It didn't work.
I hear you.
Wait, you can still hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I don't have my mic on then. Here we go. Sorry about that.
No worries.
Anyways, Patrick,
Dang.
your friend that calls you with the monthly reminder about enjoy your singleness.
Right.
That's a real MVP.
He is. I love him to death. That's my boy. That's my boy. But
Go on.
yeah, so I mean, it's a reminder, but it's like sometimes like you're not me. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like it's a whole nother dynamic, that
Charlotte, are you on mute?
No, I was just saying, like, yeah. No, I mean,
Oh, I didn't hear it. I just saw.
I didn't want to cut him off, so I was just like, yes.
Yeah.
Like, I was just agreeing with him, like, yes.
It's totally different. I mean, it's all based off of who you marry,
Of course.
your mindset, you know what I'm saying, where you are in life.
There's a lot of factors.
Yeah, right. So it's just like, it just depends on that, you know what I'm saying? So, just because you married X, Y, and Z does not mean I'm going to have the same outcome as you. So, I mean, I think a lot of women think emotionally, but it's like, I know friends of mine that they think like dudes. You know what I'm saying? And those women are priceless. They are priceless. They are priceless because it takes the emotion out and it puts so much logic into the relationship that y'all start thinking alike. And when y'all see certain things that happen, we already thinking the same thing. Like, you see this? And it's like, you're good.
Don't trip. Men can be emotional too, though.
Yes.
We can be. But I think when I get
Men
emotional,
are not as emotional as women, though. They can be
Yeah.
emotional, but they're not as emotional as
It
women.
depends.
yeah.
Yeah.
Certain
It depends.
dudes. I don't think she's saying all men can be. I think she's saying that there are some men that are very emotional.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So, you know, it just basically depends on your set of circumstances and who you're with. You know, I'm not an emotional person, but I'm more so if I feel stressed or, you know, something's going on, I'm very reserved. So, but if I'm with the right
I
person,
hate it.
I'm so vulnerable and I just let it roll. You know, I talk about everything. You know, but if I'm with somebody where if I tell you something, which I was in a relationship with somebody that I told this person things about me, and then an argument comes up and they use that as an ammunition against me. See,
I cannot
right
stand
there,
that. I can't
that right
stand that.
there
That
is-
I hate that.
it's like you just told me everything I needed to know right then.
My
and
last
there.
relationship was like that.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I was
First
with that
marriage for
loser
me.
for a year and a half. And the first serious issue we had, he brought up everything that I told him. Everything.
And that puts you in a position where I will never tell you anything else from this day forward.
But
Nothing.
we ain't together, so of course not. But
Right. So when they ask you, well, why you so quiet? Why you won't talk to me? You.
I don't trust you.
I don't
Right.
trust you. I don't trust you anymore.
Yeah.
You know, so from this point on, so if you want to be mad at anybody, be mad at yourself.
Yep.
Because you, and I think in any relationship, we as men set the tone for the relationship. But some women can disrupt that tone, even if it's a good tone. Some women can disrupt it. And it's just like, we had a good thing going. And here you go.
Well, some people can't because of family
Here you go.
trauma. Here you go.
Had a good thing going on. That's hilarious.
You know? So, yeah.
So I think that we got that one. I think the reality is do your research, know who you're dating, be ready to marry or date, whatever. And then it's not so much that you have to like immediately give them a post-it of here's all my information. But just there shouldn't be anything to hide.
Yeah.
True.
Just be
True.
respectful of your partner.
Thanks for tuning in to Melanin and Cocktails.
Thanks for sipping with us.
How do we know they've been sipping?
Oh, they've been sipping.
However you enjoyed us, please follow us at Twitter and Instagram at Melanin Cocktails and like us on YouTube at Melanin and Cocktails. Have a great rest of your day.